talk about marketing and advertising tactics. We're in the School of College, we're the College of Music and Media here.
Yes.
So I need to know, outside of Jazz Fest, what is your most effective way of advertising and marketing Little Dizzy's Cafe? I know you probably don't need much because whenever I go, the line is around and around. But do you guys do any particular marketing and advertising tactics, and what do you do?
Well, one of the key things that works best that I've seen since Wayne Jr. and I took over the restaurant is social media.
Okay.
At this day and age, this time, it is just the most engaging, and it's the quickest turnaround, which could be, you know, a double-edged sword because it could go left. Sometimes we have been blessed that it has worked in our favor, but that's the tool that I use daily to make sure we're visible.
Got it.
But I believe in doing other advertisement, other marketing. So I do market with Where You At magazine, sometimes Gabbett magazine. I work with them because those magazines are what tourists like to see. There's a lot of locals that depend on Where You At magazine to stay up to date with what's going on in the city. And so every now and then you may get a little local news action, which doesn't hurt. You know? And then, of course, when you get some content creators may come by. Now, the thing for me with that, I never solicit for content creation.
You're not paying them.
No
paid influencers. It's very clear. No paid influencers.
I don't do that because I want a true, genuine review.
Good.
I want it to be true and genuine to how you feel. So if you come and just order, and you may not like the mac and cheese, that's the number one side that I sell, you're able to say that. And then say, well, the gumbo was good though. You know, so that's why I try not to do that.
We appreciate that so much. So I hope for everybody who is watching that you just heard that this legendary restaurant has a multimedia approach for their advertising, right? I think so many people really today, they rely so much on social media alone, but print and TV, whether young people like it or not, I'm going to say that.
It's still effective.
It's still print and TV. What it lends is credibility. That's reality. Like when you're on TV, it's like, oh, I saw so-and-so on Channel 3.
I totally agree. I think people have to realize social media is great, but there's nothing like, for instance, I did a commercial with Blue Plate Mayonnaise. It aired during the Super Bowl. I had people calling me from out of town that don't live here. They were like, Arkesha, I saw the Blue Plate. Now the thing was quicker than lightning. It was so fast.
15 seconds.
Yes, it was very fast, but it was effective. And so it's good to have social media, but man,
you need
there's
more.
Nothing wrong with a little more. And appearing in the newspaper every now and then don't hurt.
That's right.
To be honest.
It's print.
It's print. And it's forever. You know, it's something cool about it, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, I call it adjacency with like media brands. So you're getting, if it's WWL or WYLD on radio, or if it's a Time Picket on Anola.com, there is credibility with those news organizations. And you're being able to borrow equity from that. Do you have any recommendations for emerging artists around how to market themselves? Have you found that a TV ad, a radio ad, social media, doing shows in New York or France, like how do you get yourself out there?
So early on, whatever technology was to do that, I did it. When in the late 90s, when the World Wide Web, you had to put www in front of everything. I did that. It's www.terranceosborne.com, right? And so, but what's right now, we have all the resources available to us now. Social media is free. That is the best form of marketing you can do. And people want authenticity. So you don't have to do a whole lot. You don't have to stage everything. Just keep chopping away at your social media. That's where you want to concentrate all of your energy, because everybody has a phone and they're looking at it. There's no other place to go. You could pay for some advertisement and put yourself in debt. But if it's free and you can reach millions of people, you want to keep that going. And then find out what the best one is. too, you know, like
for your
me,
audience.
yeah, for your audience, yeah. For me, it's Instagram. I have like about 80,000 followers on Instagram.
Yep.
And I don't know what I have on the other ones, because I post to Instagram, but then I also click the button to post to the other ones.
Right. Okay.
Right. So it's you know, either I'm probably at the cusp of getting someone to take care of social media, but it's hard to let go. It's hard to let go, yeah.
Well, what I will say, for whatever it's worth, right, with my world being marketing for so long, I've talked about this with the brands I've helped to manage, is social media is your direct connection with your customer. So you really want to be careful about when you do give it to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, you know, when we were first starting with social media, I felt like 10, 12 years ago, there were a lot of middle-aged managers like myself when I was in New York, and we would want to just give it to a young person.
Oh, yeah.
And there were so many mistakes made because we weren't checking and it wasn't really representing the brand. We didn't realize how important it was.
Yeah.
So when I saw your content and I see you have your morning quote, and I see that you're showing up yourself, right? I'm like, okay, that's what they want. Because if it was anything else, like random just images and content that didn't come from you, they wouldn't be following.
Yeah,
they
no,
want you.
You're right. You're right. That part is so true. And I mean, we come from the generation where we think that we need to stage everything, because that's how it works.
There's a presentation.
Yes, right.
So let's talk about your career. You have navigated the music business, I think, beautifully, while staying really true to your artistry. What marketing strategies have you utilized that have been really effective for you in growing your brand and being out here for so long?
Yeah. Well, you know, I say most for people that they should always remember is to be kind first.
Ooh, that's a marketing strategy.
Right. Because, you know, my mother always said, you draw more flies with honey than you do vinegar.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
And so kindness goes a long way in this industry and in life. And just to be authentic, you know, it's okay to be vulnerable. I had to learn that because I'm an introvert. So I want to keep things, you know, close to my chest. But, you know, sometimes you have to open that up and people can relate. And that's what people connect to, just you being authentic and real. That's the key.
I have one more. You didn't say it, but I'm going to say it for you. Delivering.
Yes.
Because if you want to go there, because we don't have to get into it's social media, it's Instagram, all that, right? That's very tactical. You're speaking from like a brand strategy, which I think is incredible, Erica. I'm glad you responded in that way. Kindness, because people are going to remember you, going to invite you back or they're not.
Right.
Right? I've worked with so many people over the years, and you remember, oh, don't call her team. Her team is crazy. Her manager, you don't want to deal with that. Right? Authenticity. But delivering.
Yes.
Because if you get the invitation for Jazz Fest or French Quarter Fest or Treme Fest or whatever festival, and you don't deliver, you're not going to be asked back, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you agree with that third one?
I agree. Delivery is key.
Okay, so the industry is really tough, right? And longevity takes more than talent. What's your best piece of advice for artists hoping to be around for decades like you?
When it gets tough, keep pushing.
Okay.
Because, you know, the industry can make you say, all right, I throw up my hands, uncle, wave the white flag. Especially since the pandemic, it has really changed a lot. Budgets are smaller, it's harder to tour, things are more expensive. But it's in those moments when you really have to remember the joy in it, why you do it. And that's what keeps moving you forward.
Okay.
So just always remember how music makes you feel, and then that you get to be the messenger also. You get to be the messenger for other people and can be that escape for them for that moment. So it's those things, you know, when people say, oh my gosh, you know, I was listening to your music and it really helped my family and I get through so many things. And I'm like, whoa. So this is why I continue to push. And so this is what you have to hang on to when it gets rough, and just keep pushing forward.
Why do you do it, though? Why do you do what you do?
It won't let me go.
Because you try to break up with it.
Oh, I've tried to break up with music, and it's like, girl, come on back, come on home. And so it just won't let me go. And I realized, okay, this is my purpose. And it's so funny because music always came and got me.
Okay.
I was in school to be an educator. Then music came and got me. Okay, then I'm a creative. Okay, well then I love to do hair. Okay, I'll go and do hair. Music came and got me. Okay, I'll do the cut. And I just surrendered.
Okay.
I surrendered to the music. And that has made all the difference.
But you still do your hair on set, right?
Oh, of course.
'Cause I see the hair. I saw it at French Quarter. I was like, that's so cool. So you do the hair as well. You still do. You're able to use all your skills.
Yeah, I have to. When you're an independent artist, you have to have your own skill set.
Very well.
Yeah.
Couple of more questions for you. Do you have a manager now?
I do.
Okay, so you have a management.
Yes.
Do you have any advice for the next generation of artists about choosing a manager?
You want to choose someone that sees your vision, who believes in your vision, and who will fight for your vision.
Okay.
It's so important because sometimes some managers come in and they want to put you in the cookie cutter box. And it takes away from who you are, and you end up being something that you really didn't see for yourself, but you figure, oh, well, they may know what's best for me, but only you know what's best for you. And the manager is there to execute your dream, your vision, and what you see.